Guys, you guys, people outside don't really see what goes on behind closed doors and kind of guys' individual journey. You guys kind of see the Saturday and then write about it or whatever, positive, negatively, regardless. But for a guy like K, the way he's stepping up these first two games, man, couldn't be more proud of K. His growth, not just as a player but a leader on the field. Um, I mean, we got two Big Ten caliber first team safeties back there right now, and the way we're playing confidently at the corners. Um, it's just like I said, just a kind of culmination of that, just that work we put in together, and just seeing that guys, go out there and make plays. I mean, that's like the best part. I mean, even if it's not yourself making plays, seeing guys, come from one place and end up in another place, and just see that growth and development. And K's a big example of that from our team, and you can see it a lot of places in a lot of different areas and a lot of different positions.
How far is this team away from its full potential?
Far, but that's the beautiful part about it. As we look at film last week, we weren't satisfied, and we'll look at the film this week. We'll say we're not satisfied. I know me. I gave up two big plays, and that's on me. I told the guys that was on me, because I know we'll get it next week. So it's something that as me, if I'm in that position again, something I got to work on throughout the practice or whatnot. But as far as the defense, man, we play lights out. Couldn't imagine doing too much, but I think it was 2 of 10 on third down. So I don't think Bank can complain about third down conversion this week.
How did you guys change that around? Get off the field like that on third downs.
Man, it's just funny. It's been a great off season for us. More than anything, it's just being more familiar with things. Even guys that left last year, and just talked to them, how the team's going to be this year and stuff like that. And I told them, we may not have as much, amount of talent that we left. We got lost last year with the guys filling in, or may not be as experienced, but just being more comfortable in what we're doing is going to make us look 2-3 times better. And the way we hit the weight room, hit the training this off season, it's showing we're able to play fast out there, and it's going to be a big test of how fast we can play and how long we can play that fast and keep that tempo going and keep that motor going. But as far as start of the season with two teams that gave us opposite challenges, as far as one was more spread, the other really wanted to come in and run the ball. I thought we handled it pretty well. So now it's time to go. No time to rest on your laurels.
Michael, you mentioned third down. Is third down against Oregon as much the key as anything?
Oh, yeah. I mean, against any team, third down. I mean, you can be out there as much times. I don't know how many times we're out there 3 and out, but I mean that feels good. I mean, you just think about it. You go through practice and it's just play after play after play. There's no break. And the games, it gets easier for us. We get out there. We just got to be a little bit more situation oriented. With that last play in the second half, and even I could have did something that play where I could have went and got the quarterback. I was free zone play, but kind of stuck back. But again, as the season going on, we're gonna be a challenge with different situations. So we make a mistake. As long as we go back next week and make sure it doesn't bite us again, I think it'll be good.
I guess, Mark, what position maybe Oregon stresses more than anybody? And you said it's everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Is that true with them? Does everybody?
I mean, I haven't watched any film with them. I can only go watching them, I guess, growing up and stuff like that. But that stuff's all out the window. I care less. Stars, where they come from, all that stuff. It's time to play. It's gonna be a big time game. That's the thing I don't want our team to shy away from. It is a big game next week. We can't shy away from that. If we want to be where we want to be this year, put it on the table. It's a big game next week. What we gonna do? It's in our house. What we gonna do? That's the challenge this week, and I'm excited. I'm excited to see what guys do, how guys step up, and just keep rolling.
How much of a difference did you see him just this past week after he played against Fresno, the way he played? Did you see a big jump?
Not jump. K's always been a confident guy. That's what I love about our secondary. Confident. Chris gave it a play, got back in interception. I told him. I kind of got on him at the end of the half. I came right up to B. I got you. And that's the beautiful part about this defense. Is if one person mess up, we're gonna take personal accountability. We're gonna go to the next play, and we're just gonna keep rolling. And that's just a true testament to, the guys, Nate, being back there as well, helped out, and him being the captain back there, Bando as well, continue to lead, and everyone just taking that personal accountability, so we're not putting so much pressure on the captains or the leaders, whoever you want to call them, to call the shots, basically. We all have a personal accountability to this team. As I told the young guys coming in, I was like, this is where we prove, are we a black shirt unit, or are we just a black shirt? We just the 11, 12 guys that got the black shirts, are we a unit? You know what I mean? And I thought those young guys that came in and played, they did really well. Mo, I was really excited to see Mo out there, a couple plays.
Yeah, Mike Rose, Mike the legend, baby.
Anything possible.
But yeah, just seeing all that, I don't even know what I was talking about.
It's only 2 games, but turnover margin, you're on the right side, and positive in that is that.
It helps.
Yeah.
It helps. I mean, when you look at that game, I don't know what the turnover margin was, 17-10. But when we started, getting the ball, stuff like that, we look pretty good. I got to go back and watch the film, but yeah, definitely defense turn the ball over, getting our offense in good field position. If they can put up points like that, it's a fun day for defense. You know what I mean? Just go out, go attack. D-line, go attack the quarterback. We can drop back, get some picks, go make some playmaking plays, and just have fun. That's the main thing. Go have fun.
Michael, I know
It's kind of right place, right time with turnovers, but I mean, you guys practice it any differently?
Woo, Mike, woo!
Repping it or anything differently than you have in the past?
No, and this is the thing. A lot of people talk about turnovers, like what drills you can do.
Right.
It's not really the drills. Really, if you looked at all our interceptions, look at the placement of the defender on the route. You know what I mean? It wasn't, it was under throw and he's behind. No, we were tight on our coverage. That's just knowing your job and doing your job. You know what I mean? We kind of had a beat on their passing game. We kind of knew that it was going to be short, quick stuff because they weren't going to be able to handle our pressure. We got the slide front from them in the back, coming across and cutting a lot today. But I thought we handled it pretty well. We didn't get as many sacks as we got last week or as we want, but we got pressure on the quarterback. Just got to do a little better job containing them sometimes. But like I said, it's just all work in progress. Take every week, 1 week at a time, and we're gonna get ready for Oregon. It's gonna be an exciting game next week.
talked about not shying away from this being a big game. Is Oregon one of those games you saw? I mean, even when you're a young guy on the roster, and you kind of like, I can't wait to play in that one when it comes up.
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely one of those things. It's gonna be pretty exciting. You just think about it, and it kind of goes away. But now it's here, So all the who they are, or your conception of who they are by growing up watching them. I don't see LaMichael James coming out the locker room. You know what I mean? So we're not playing an old Oregon. We're playing this Oregon team. So we got to focus on this Oregon team and what they got. They got a great running back in Royce Freeman. He's going to be their workhorse. I think they got a new quarterback, Dakota Prokup or something like that. I believe his name is. And I think he's a little dual threat guy. Got a nice little arm. But they're going to come in with tempo. Come in with confidence. So like I said, it's going to be a 4-quarter game. We're going to have to go out there and win the game during the week. That's the main thing. Win the game during the week.
Thanks, Michael.
Compared to last season, what are the biggest improvements you've seen through 2 games in the defense?
I just think knowing what we're doing, the ability to be in the right spot and then also make the right decision. Because a lot of times last year, we'd be in the right spot, but we wouldn't make the right decision. You know what I mean? So it's a